Hey guys, so in this video we are going to talk about advice. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean that in this video I'm going to see if I can relate to you the most important thing that I can give as an advice to you. And this is going out to anybody out there who is a junior developer. You are either very young in your career, or you don't know much about programming, or like you're basically just starting out, or you haven't even started and you're thinking about becoming a programmer. So I'm basically making this video to give you the single biggest piece of advice that I can give to somebody in your position. And that is that if you are a programmer, if you want to be a programmer, you need one thing more than anything else. You need to be curious. You need to have a desire to understand how something works. And the thing is that the way that it feels for me, like if I were to try and describe it, when I'm watching, like looking at my newsletters for different programming languages, and I watch tech talks and so forth, and I look at my YouTube feeds and so forth. Whenever I see something with a title that goes something like this, how to learn something, I have a small pinch in my chest. If the thing that it's talking about is interesting to me, I will click that, because I want to know how it works. I want to learn what the thing is offering me, basically. And that is the most important thing that you can have as a programmer, to have a curiosity for how something works, because everything else flows from that. All of it does, like everything else is tied into it. If you're not curious about how things work, you won't learn new things. You won't ask the important questions. You won't look for new answers to things. You have to be curious. I cannot stress this enough. Be curious about the thing that you're interested in, and that's something that you need to remember. The curiosity is the most important thing you can have. Without it, you won't. I don't think you're going to survive as a programmer. You need to be curious, and if you are, it's the best thing in the world. It is absolutely amazing to have, because you have an endless stream. You could spend your entire life studying programming and you will still not learn everything. There's such a vast landscape, and it's growing so quick. Then that curiosity is the thing that's going to give you the fuel that you need to get through it all. And the best part about it, which is honestly, I think this is probably the thing that makes it so, at least to me, so amazing. That is that you don't have to force it. Because if you're curious, some people will, and I used to do this too, and I urge you, don't do this. Don't force yourself to study something that you're not interested in, because there's so much in programming. If you're reading a book just because somebody told you that, hey, you need to learn this thing in order to be able to do something, and you're not enjoying it, just throw away the book, because there is so much to learn. There's so many things. Like it doesn't make sense for you to force yourself to read and like study and do that type of thing. Like, it's much healthier for you to just give in to the curiosity, because you will naturally adopt the skills that will allow you to solve problems. And that comes naturally if you're curious. You don't have to force it. If you are forcing yourself to read, I don't know, JavaScript, the good parts, for example, if it's too dry for you, then throw it away and start looking for something that makes you curious about things, because you need that. Trust me, you need it. So yeah, this is basically me trying to tell you that if nothing else, be curious, because it is the thing that is going to make you a great programmer. Trust me, if you are curious about programming and you do what you love, you will become truly great.